find the volume of the solid form by rotating the region bounded by f of x is equal to sine x, x is equal to 0, x is equal to pi, 2 pi radians about the x-axis. So if we draw a graph of sine x, it looks like this, and it's 0, pi by 2, pi. Okay, so we want to rotate this region here, so we'll just shade this region here. This region here we're going to rotate between 0 and pi around the x-axis. Now before we actually go ahead and do the actual integration, let's have a look and see what that actually looks like using this GeoGebra app, which I will put in the notes of the video. So here we have the graph of sine x, and if I start here, okay, and start moving it around, what you can see here is that that part of the curve is being rotated around and it forms a solid. And what we're going to do is find the volume of that solid by integration. So just remind you that these are like, you consider there's lots of little discs, some of them between 0 and pi, so it's integrating them between 0 and pi, and the area of a circular disc is pi r squared, but r in this case is f of x, so it becomes pi f of x squared. So we're going to have to integrate sine squared x. We'll come back to the GeoGebra app at the end of the video. So the volume of revolution is pi between two limits a and b of f of x squared. Our two limits are going to be 0 and pi. So it's going to be the volume is equal to pi between the lower limit, which is 0, to the upper limit, which is pi of sine squared x. That means sine x squared dx. Remember, pi r squared. So that gives me pi between 0 and pi, and cos 2x. Now to integrate sine 2x is this technique. So cos 2x is using the double angle formula 1 minus 2 sine squared x. 2 sine squared x, rearranging that, is equal to 1 minus cos 2x. And then dividing by 2, we're going to get that sine squared x is a half brackets 1 minus 2x. So underneath the pi here, I'm going to take out that half. And then in the brackets, I'm going to put 1 minus cos 2x dx. So I can now integrate this, leaving the pi over 2 out of it. The integral of 1 is going to be x, and the integral of minus cos is minus sine. But when you differentiate sine 2x, you're going to get 2 over 2, because you have, that will give you the 1 in front of cos 2x. You have to think of integration as the reverse of differentiation. So you have to put that half in. Just repeat, if you differentiate that, you get 2 over 2, which gives you minus cos 2x when you differentiate minus a half sine 2x. The limits are between 0 and pi, so that becomes pi over 2, substituting in pi minus a half sine 2 pi minus 0 minus a half sine of 0. Now these are all going to be equal to 0, but don't always assume that when you're substituting in 0 that these will be 0. What happens if this is cos of 0, which is happened to be 1, so be careful. So this is 0, this is 0. The sine of 2 pi, sine of 360, is also 0. So we're just going to have pi times pi over 2, which is going to give me an answer of pi squared 2 cubic units. So going back to the GeoGebra applet, we'll just redo it again. So press the reset, you can start it again. Okay, so to start it again, have another look at that. So if we see, and if you've got 3D glasses, you can also do it with 3D glasses as well. You can see what we're doing. We're making a solid here if I move it around. So we've got a complete solid here. There's the original code, original position, so we can look around at a different, now we've got complete solid. Okay, and if we click here as well, we can get the procedure that I've just done, the integral I just got, and then pi squared over 2. So this has been a video to show you how to integrate, find the volume of revolution of a sine function. I hope you've understood, and I'll remind you the GeoGebra applet link is in the notes of the video. Thank you very much for watching.